He had said he said his knife, he wanted to slit somebody's throat, and he said it'd be satisfying. He's talked about killing people. He's talked about fighting people. I've seen him practice stabbing motions with his knife.
You know they found this girl, right?
Where?
In our neighborhood, down our main street.
Is she good?
No,
No,
she's not.
she's dead. That's why this is very important. It's all on you right now.
What is my problem?
You were
You
the
were
last
the
one
last
with
one
her.
seen with her. So right now, it's facing you right now, son.
Welcome to this gripping story that will leave you on the edge of your seat. It's the shocking case of Aiden Fucci, a 14-year-old boy with an unnatural obsession with murder. Aiden wanted to know what it would feel like to take someone's life, and tragically, he acted on that desire. In a horrific crime that has stunned the world, Aiden stabbed his girlfriend, Tristan Bailey, 114 times, leaving her to fight for her life. But how did this young couple's relationship turn so deadly? And what led Aiden to commit such a heinous act? Stick around, and we'll delve deeper into the chilling details of this case. You won't want to miss a moment of this true crime story that will leave you wondering how this could happen to anyone. So, get ready for an intense journey into the mind of a teenage killer and the devastating consequences of his actions. Welcome to the hot seat. This case involves three people: Tristan Bailey, the victim, and was a student and a passionate cheerleader at Patriot Oaks Academy. Aiden's mother, Crystal Smith, is recently on trial for trying to protect his son by hiding the evidence. The interesting part is she was interrogating Aiden, and finally Aiden Fucci, 14 at the time of committing the crime, was a fellow student at Patriot Oaks and lived near Bailey, Fucci's girlfriend.
You know they found this girl, right?
Where?
In our neighborhood, down our main street.
Is she good?
No,
No,
she's not.
she's dead. That's why this is very important. It's all on you right now.
What is my problem?
You were the
You were
last
the
one
last
with
one
her.
seen with her. So right now, it's facing you right now, son.
Imagine having a friend like Aiden. He's charming, funny, and always up for a good time. But there's something off about him, something that makes your skin crawl. According to Aiden's friends, he has an unnatural obsession with murder. Yes, you heard that right, murder. He frequently discusses the topic and his deep desire to feel what it would be like to take another human being's life. But it gets worse. Aiden's friend confirmed that he not only talks about murder, but also hears voices in his head encouraging him to commit the heinous act. And to make matters even more chilling, Aiden owns two knives, which he's named Picker and Poker. On several occasions, he's pretended to stab his friend or even held one of the knives to her throat. Aiden's friend said he planned to murder someone by dragging a random person into the woods and stabbing them. He said he wanted to know how it feels to kill.
He had said he said his knife, he wanted to slit somebody's throat, and he said it'd be satisfying. He's talked about killing people. He's talked about fighting people. I've seen him practice stabbing motions with his knife.
He indicated that how he was going to do it, that he would take them into a wooded place, that he would stab them, he would kill them and then run away so that he could keep on killing. He told his best friend that he wanted to kill someone to see what it felt like, and he wanted to watch them bleed out.
It all started on the night of Tristan's death, when Aiden Fucci, a friend of hers, convinced her to leave home and meet him at a friend's place. The last time Tristan was seen alive was on video footage, walking with Aiden near the area where her body was later found. Aiden took her to a wooded area where he stabbed her 114 times before she could even fight for her life. It's a heartbreaking reality that Tristan's life was taken in such a violent and senseless way. In the aftermath of Tristan's murder, Aiden attempted to cover up his tracks and hide the evidence. However, his actions would not go unnoticed for long. The following morning, on Mother's Day, Tristan's family made the devastating discovery that their daughter was missing. Authorities were contacted, and the investigation began, including interviewing those who knew Tristan. As it turned out, Aiden was the last person to see her alive, and his testimony did not inspire confidence. His timeline didn't add up, and he made claims about Tristan hanging around with a drug dealer that nobody else could back up. But the nail in the coffin was an email authorities received, containing a Snapchat screenshot. In the back of the patrol car, Aiden took a selfie with a peace sign, adding a text banner that read, "Hey guys, has anybody seen Tristan lately?"
We're having fun in a f***ing cop car.
Yep. Tristan.
What's up, guys? Tristan,
It was a blatant disregard for the severity of the situation and a stark reminder of the heinous act he had committed. The evidence against Aiden Fucci was damning. When authorities raided his home, they found a treasure trove of smoking gun evidence that pointed to his guilt. An empty knife sheath, a pair of wet Nike shoes with blood on them, and clothes that matched the outfit he wore on the day of the murder were just a few of the items found in his possession. But it didn't stop there. Police found traces of blood and dirt in the bathroom sink drain, and a notebook filled with disturbing drawings of a violent and satanic nature. Perhaps the most damning piece of evidence was the buck knife found in the pond near Tristan Bailey's body. The missing tip of the knife matched a fragment lodged in Bailey's scalp and was identified as Fucci's. With such overwhelming evidence, there was no question that authorities quickly arrested Aiden on a charge of second-degree murder, upping it to first degree after the extent of Tristan's wounds became clear. Then Aiden was questioned by his parents.
I was at Trey's house hanging out with him.
Did you kiss or do anything with this girl?
Be honest as you can to them.
Two.
Yes.
Yeah, I kissed her.
Any further?
Mm-hmm.
So your DNA's gonna be on her. Do you know any other thing I don't know?
Hmm?
Did y'all have sex?
Mm-hmm.
Did she really grab you and you just really pushed her, or was that
No, she did.
okay?
You don't know what happened to her after you pushed her?
Mm-hmm.
Did she say ow or get mad?
And she said Aiden. She was like, Aiden. I think I pushed her, but I told her to act on. And she walked off.
Do you know what direction she walked in?
Probably the other way, because she wasn't next to me.
Did she tell me anything different than our car that we don't know about?
Mm-hmm.
No. Do you know if this girl got picked up?
I told him about her dealer.
You think she got picked up by him?
Probably did. She said she wasn't coming home. She said she's gonna find somebody to stay
Like
at
she
her
left her
house.
there walking? Like you think she got picked up after that? She just kept walking?
Probably did. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know if she turned the other direction or she was just still walking behind you?
She pushed her down and you walked away. We shouldn't be talking.
I was just asking what he told the cops. I was just asking what he told them.
The following audio is Aiden being interrogated by the police.
I am with, state your name.
Aiden Fucci.
Say it louder, please.
Aiden Fucci.
Thank you, Aiden. I'm just going to read you your rights. Do you understand each of these rights if I've explained them to you?
Can you re-say them?
Yeah.
Repeat them, please?
Yeah, you have the right to remain silent.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me roll that up. All right. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. And you also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand each of these rights if I've explained them to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So you don't want to talk to us? That's fine.
I told y'all what happened. But I can't really tell y'all anymore because I don't really know what happened.
No, if you don't, that's fine. You don't want to talk to us, you don't have to talk to us. Okay?
It's particularly disturbing that this crime had no motive. The senseless killing of a young girl has left a community reeling with grief and anger. As the judge, Lee Smith, prepares to sentence Aiden Fucci, it's clear that the impact of this crime will be felt for a long time to come.
Mr. Fucci, having entered a plea of guilty to the crime of first-degree murder, I adjudicate you guilty of the premeditated first-degree murder of Tristan Bailey. I sentence you to life in prison.
The horror of Tristan Bailey's murder didn't end with the arrest of Aiden Fucci. Something shocking happened to his mother, Crystal, after her son was taken into custody. Surveillance footage within their home caught Crystal on tape washing Aiden's bloodied blue jeans in the sink. This crucial piece of evidence was tampered with, and authorities wasted no time charging her with a crime. Crystal was charged with tampering with crucial case evidence and advising her son to lie about what he wore on the night of the murder. She has pleaded not guilty to both of these allegations.